Now, this is the last video for the limits, and it addresses a specific piece of QCAA subject matter, and that's recognizing that E, Euler's number, is the unique number A for which the limit as h goes to 0 of a to the h minus 1 over h equals 1. So that's the function we've been looking at in previous videos where we looked at various values of A. So I think we looked at 2 and 3. So what we want to do is instead find out what value of A makes this limit equal 1. So what we need to do is just look at this part of the limit and rearrange for A. So you can see that I've written that there. So we want to get A on its own. So the first thing we need to do is multiply both sides by H, and we have A to the H minus 1. Again, we're still trying to get to this A, so we add 1 to both sides. A to the H is 1 plus H. To get that A on its own, we need to get rid of that power of H. So if we put that to the power of 1 over H, those powers are eliminated because H multiplied by H. Because H multiplied by 1 over H is 1. So we're left with A equals 1 plus h to the power of 1 over h. So what we want to do now is work out the limit as h goes to 0 of 1 plus h to the 1 over h. Now, I'm not going to go through the calculator steps for this. I have included a spreadsheet or a table of the values of what happens in this case. So you can see that in the first column, we have h approaching 0 from above. So we start with 1 and get progressively smaller. And we can look at our values here. So what you should be noticing is, if you look as you go down the column, you can see there's 2.718 most of the way down. And it gets even more accurate. So looking at the numbers that match as you're working your way down. Right? Now, can you recognize this number here? Hopefully you can. That is E, that's Euler's number. So as H approaches 0, A becomes E. And that's shown that piece of subject matter that they wanted us to do. You could also do a graph and work out just like I did for graphing. Now, scientific and graphics calculators have e to the x function that's treated in the same way as any other function. If you're finding what e is, if you've forgotten what it is, just put e to the power of 1. Now, if you are in a tech-free exam, then you will be given exact answers, which will be in terms of e. If you are tech-free as well and you're graphing, sometimes it helps to have that 2.7, even just 2.7 in the back of your head. It may help you to estimate things like x-intercepts. Okay,